One of Earth's real mysteries is who really built the pyramids of Giza and why. The original pyramids were built around 73,300 years ago when the constellation of Lyra was positioned in the sign of Cancer, by a group of space travelers from Orion, so they constructed the pyramids to replicate this constellation. These spiritually and advanced human beings used mainly Earth humans, approximately 200,000 slaves for the intensive labor, and animals for the difficult task, which took decades to complete. Only a tiny portion of the construction used telekinetic powers. In those earlier days the Cheops pyramid measured 152.5 meters, 500 feet in height. Later in time, around 11,000 years ago, they were dismantled due to the weather conditions. They fell to decay and the interior started to rot. There was an impending catastrophe due to a large comet named the Destroyer, which was going to hit Earth around 300 years later and cause severe damage and flooding that would wipe out most of the human race. This comet was detected because of the scientific knowledge they possessed and through the leadership from a king called Saluk. He rebuilt the pyramids and covered them with large limestone blocks, sealing the pyramid from the future deluge and flooding. The Egyptian people could then hide inside the vast subterranean tunnels and villages that connected the pyramids, saving as many people as they could from the looming disaster from outer space. After the pyramids were finally rebuilt, they inscribed in the layer of lime the information of the Destroyer comet as not to be forgotten in time to protect the future generations. In more recent times, about 4,500 years later, when Cheops was the pharaoh, he had to rebuild the pyramids again due to neglect and adverse weather conditions over thousands of years. This time they were used as tombs and shorter in height than the original design. But still an amazing construction, only using highly skilled craftsmen, slaves, and animals. After years of study by our archaeologists, they still don't know much about these magnificent buildings. Many other pyramids around the world were built at the same time 73,300 years ago, but will we ever read about this, or just be lied to over and over again? If you get the chance, or have been to see the pyramids, decide for yourself and admire how far back in antiquity these buildings date back to. Please kindly subscribe and like, as I need lots and lots of views. Thanks for listening to my video and enjoy my other ones. Don't forget, knowledge is power.